So now we're going to run through installing the distributor. So as you can see there by my harmonic balancer and my timing plate, you can see that I'm at 0 degrees, top dead center, and I happen to know that I am at number 1 firing position. Looking down in through the distributor hole in the intake, you can see the oil pump shaft down in there. And you can see the direction that the slot is facing. The slot in the bottom of the distributor has to slide into that slot after it goes through the cam gear, and then the rotor has to line up with number 1 on your distributor. Even though I have another video on installing the distributor and static timing, I want to run through the installation of the distributor here just so that everybody is aware, because I've had a lot of people come back and say, well, you don't have to align the rotor with number 1 that GM says. It can align with any one of the spark plugs on the distributor cap. And that is true, but your stock factory spark plug wires are not going to match correctly and not be the right length to match if you put it any place else other than where GM says it's supposed to go. So that's the reason why I say that. Then also, this is the pointed end of the rotor that you want to be pointing towards your spark plug number 1 on the distributor cap after you install the distributor. And GM says that this one right here is number 1 for 74 and older. So I have already lined up the oil pump down below, and you can see that end there, that is what has to go into the oil pump, and then the rotor has to line up with number 1 cylinder. And I'm 1 tooth off. I got a backup one. And there it is right there. And you can see the other issue with utilizing number 1 being where GM says it should be is when you set the cap on where it's supposed to go, your vacuum advance, if you have vacuum advance, needs to be in the middle of its throw. If it's too far one way or too far the other way, it'll hit the firewall or it'll hit the intake manifold. So now we have the assembly completed. I did not install the valve covers, and I will take the distributor back out for installation of the engine. I don't like it in the way when I got a chain running across the top of it for installing the engine. I will probably do one more video maybe on the installation of the flywheel and the clutch and pressure plate. And then I won't do an engine installation video, but I will do a startup video when I start it for the first time. Good luck working on your engines.